She slammed the divorce papers down on the counter, the sound sharp and final. Like the closing move in a game I never even realized I was playing. "Let's not drag this out," she said, her eyes cold, her voice rehearsed. 19 years of marriage dissolved in 7 cold syllables. I didn't say a word. I just stared at her, the woman I had built my life with, the woman who once wept because I forgot her birthday, now couldn't meet my gaze as she tore apart the rest of my world. I should have felt rage, but instead, I was numb. That night, I sat alone in the dark. My daughter, was asleep upstairs, or so I thought. From the hallway, I caught whispers, soft hushed tones. I leaned toward the door, straining to hear. "I have to do it," my wife murmured. "He'll never know. She's better off this way." She was talking about my daughter. Those words hit me like a gunshot, echoing relentlessly in my mind. We were once the perfect couple. High school sweethearts who married at 22 and built a home from the ground up. I remember holding her paint-splattered hands in the middle of our living room, promising forever. Our daughter came 2 years later. My everything. She looked like her mother but had my stubbornness, my laugh, my need for control. For a long time, I believed in that storybook life. But slowly, the pages began to turn blank. She started staying late at board meetings, changed all her passwords, and the spark in her eyes dimmed when I walked into the room. I told myself it was just stress, that marriages go through tough phases. I was wrong. The shift happened on a Wednesday. I came home early, and her phone buzzed on the nightstand. I shouldn't have looked, but I did. The message was chilling. Asterisk last night was perfect. "She'll never know." Asterisk sent at 11:42 a.m. from someone saved as P. I stared at the screen until my hands stopped trembling. I didn't confront her. I just watched, quietly observing the unraveling of our life. For 2 months, I tracked her movements, saved every text, took screenshots, logged GPS locations, every lie, every late night. I built a digital coffin for our marriage and nailed it shut myself. Then I pulled a thread I never thought I would. I ordered a DNA test for our daughter. Methodically, quietly, I swabbed her toothbrush, then mine, and waited. The results came back on a Tuesday. Probability of paternity, 0%. That moment didn't break me. It reconstructed me. I stared out the window as the rain fell, listening to her laughter downstairs, the laughter of a daughter I thought I knew. That's when the tears came. Not loud, not messy, just steady like a faucet left slightly on. I grieved in silence, alone. Then I wiped my face, stood up, and became someone else. Someone who doesn't beg, doesn't break. Someone who plans. Over the next month, I refined my strategy. I filed for full financial separation, shifted assets, froze joint accounts, sold stocks before she even realized. I hired a forensic accountant and a ruthless divorce lawyer. And then the final piece. I tracked down P., her lover, a man from her past who had no clue I was watching. I found his address, took photos of them together, even followed him once, watching as he picked up his daughter for ice cream. He didn't know it yet, but soon I would introduce him to fatherhood. The confrontation happened on a quiet Sunday morning. My wife walked into the kitchen and saw the manila envelope lying on the table. She opened it slowly. Photos, texts, GPS logs, the DNA test results, his address. She was silent for a long time, then whispered, "This isn't what you think." "It's exactly what I think." I cut in calm, surgical. She reached for my hand. I stepped back. Just then, our daughter walked in, asking what was going on. She defended her mother. "She made a mistake, Dad, a long time ago. You're being dramatic over something small." I looked our daughter dead in the eyes. "I raised you. I protected you. But if you think 19 years of lies is small, then maybe you belong with her." She froze. I handed her a second envelope, her own DNA results, and a printed Google map with a red pin. "That's your real father's address. You got 30 minutes to pack your things." No tears. No goodbyes. 30 minutes later, 2 suitcases rolled down the stairs. The door clicked shut behind them, and I sat alone in that empty kitchen. Victorious. Weeks passed. Word spread. Friends stopped calling. Family backed away. Her lover. He wasn't ready for fatherhood, especially not with a nearly grown stranger. She called once, left a voicemail. Asterisk, I made a mistake. We all did. Asterisk, I deleted it. Now I live alone. The house is quiet but not empty. Justice lives here now. Piece 2. Sometimes I walk past her old room and remember the little girl who once called me daddy. Sometimes I don't know what hurts more, losing her or realizing she was never mine. But in the end, I didn't lose. I learned that betrayal doesn't just break a heart. It destroys illusions. It ends with truth. And truth, when delivered with precision, is the most satisfying revenge of all.